Oh no! There you are. You're still muted. I think you've
Welcome
manually
to
muted.
Dungeon Not Included. My mic is muted.
Yes, that's the new official intro.
Yep.
Both
Hooray.
me and Rebel are going to be coughing up a storm. So
Sounds good, but it's safe in case you're wondering at home. It's fine to listen to this podcast. You're okay.
That's right. Yeah, we cannot infect you over the podcast.
We cannot infect you over an audio medium.
You have someone has coughed directly in my ears. I think that I have a close contact at this point and need to take a day off work.
Whatever works. Oh man.
Nice. So everything kind of went sideways last time.
So much so. And we, like, full disclosure, we were playing the game in an interesting way where we just refused to just get caught and just move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
We tried everything and we couldn't. So yeah, I guess that's it.
I just am just now getting flashes back to where we left off because I didn't reveal. Oh no, I'm in a hospital thing. I'm in the machine.
Well, okay, but to be fair to us, we were not informed until after the session and after the previous session that we could challenge failed rolls. So there was a whole part of the game that we weren't doing.
True.
Resist them, yes.
Yes.
The consequences still happen. It's just that you don't take harm is what happens with resistance.
Yeah, and certainly harm wasn't our biggest problem. Ours was the consequences. So I think we're splitting hairs on how bad we were. But yeah, so as of now, Jackie is in holding in the medical bay of Ares Macrotechnology.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mongoose, were you captured? Was Mongoose captured? No, you're still there, but you have no exit strategy.
No, I was trying to wipe the security tapes, and instead I just got sent back to med bay. But now all the security guards are gone, so maybe I should try again.
I'm not going to get involved. We can keep trying. I created a giant mushroom kaiju that did nothing but escape and wreak havoc on everywhere else.
Well, and now the city authorities are on their way to deal with this giant mushroom kaiju.
Right.
As far as I know, they do have mages and things who can try to find out where did this come from.
Yeah. Yeah. As far as I know, I'm still trying to leave the building, but obviously other than just leaving, just walking out, I have no other scheme. Yeah. We'll see what happens. Play to find out.
All right.
I have no idea what I'm going to do. I'm so scared.
I think you're going to create a new character.
I put myself in such a bad situation and I don't know what to do.
Well, what we can do now is sort of make some more rolls if we want to, or we could have you all just get caught at this point by Ares and start our next situation with that as your entanglement.
Here's my argument for that one, and it's not obviously I'm not claiming to make a decision for everyone. I feel like we've tried getting away. Narratively, if we keep doing it, it's not as fun as dealing with the consequences of we did not successfully get away. So I would be okay with getting caught at this point.
So I
was just about to say that I don't think we have many other options at this point. But what were you going to say, Alex?
Okay, so my thought narratively is how. Okay, so if we want to get caught, Now, is getting caught a mechanic of the game, or is it just the concept of what we're thinking about? Because we have three different people in three very different situations who I could see any two of us, maybe even figuring out a way to, like, Frank could walk out of this situation, walk away, right? His character could disappear into the night, probably where he is, as there's chaos going around.
Right.
Yes and no. The thing is, your reputation with Ares Macrotechnology is at a -3.
Oh, okay.
Which means they know who you are.
Right? Okay.
There are people at this company who are aware of your group and what it has done.
So I think to answer your question from a teaching people how to play thing, then yeah, it is a mechanic of the game at this point.
Yeah, because I was going to say, like, because my character's still in a machine being scanned, so like I don't know how long it takes for that to reveal an identity versus, if this was like time wise, it might take 20 minutes for that to go off. Well, it's not going to take Frank 20 minutes to try and walk out of a building,
Right. But if
we want to get down the line and just do a quick, montage of Frank getting handcuffed, Rebel going like this, and me being stuck in the machine, like, oh, where am I? Like that works too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't think there's a way to get out of this at this point. We've kind of done it.
I think that we haven't been caught yet, and that's a more fun scene to do than try and do what we've been doing, which is just escape all the time. I'd always rather have a scene than not have a scene.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, cool. So, this next scene will be all of you in a small, bare room with a security camera in the corner, a table in the middle, and some chairs that you're all sitting on.
So what is Jackie?
Person walks in. What does Jackie look like right now? Yeah,
that was my question. Well, so Jackie theoretically, if I remember correctly, I should be a complete mess, right? Because my whole thing was that I manipulated I screamed and had my form change. So I go back to being the girl that I was before, but I'm assuming they're not giving me back security guard clothes and a gun. So I'm probably in like a hospital, Johnny. Would be my guess.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. So I'm.
Oh, poor Jackie.
Yeah, Jackie is unarmed and in a hospital, Johnny. I'm gonna say we're sitting in metal seats, and their butt is very cold.
Yeah. There's not a lot between you and that seat. So.
Nope, nothing. Yep.
Polly is wearing many layers of band t-shirts, and I think the caterer outfit over all of that, and is just looking a little like pulled into the principal's office, really understating the danger they are currently in.
Right.
Mongoose is wearing office attire, button-down shirt, khakis, shoes, but it's just splattered in blood and dust and shit, because not only did we shoot, did this guy bleed out right on her, we also fell through the floor immediately afterwards.
Yeah, I also like the idea that it creates an image that maybe you didn't go down easy in the actual arresting part.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. After you cool your heels there for a while, thinking about the situation that you're in, you're not even sure where you are in the building at this point. The door opens and a man in a suit walks in. And he has a little folder with him. He sits down across from you. The door is closed behind him and you can hear it lock. Oh, you've been relieved of all of your loadout too.
Okay.
menacing.
I have tried. I'm going to try to meditate and reach Mother Mycelium, Father Fungi. Is there anything blocking me or something along those lines?
Ooh, that's interesting.
Yeah, the room you're in is essentially magically neutral.
This place is painfully sterile, I tell the man who enters, as if he was here to help me.
Yeah, there was a smell of bleach when you came in. So,
Is there any way we can leave this room?
he says, yes, there is. I'm here to tell you what that way is.
Oh, that's so great. I point to my friends. We thought we were in trouble. This is really a relief.
I don't trust like that.
He says, so he throws something across the table. It looks like the employment dossier of a security guard that got murdered. He puts down a little like animated news feed device showing a giant monster rampaging through the city.
I make no bones of being excited about the feed.
And then he says, the city authorities are very interested as to who did this. And he points at the monster. Right now, we can make that go away for you. We're even willing to forgive this. And puts his hand over the security guard.
Jackie kind of looks at him and then looks at the monster and looks at Paul and goes, wait, forgive us for that? You did that? That's awesome.
It is pretty awesome. I can't take credit, of course. That was Mother Mycelium and Father Fungi, but
still that's like, rad.
Puts her elbows on the table and rests her head in their hands because these idiots have just admitted to shit.
Yep.
And we are definitely being recorded.
There is a we'll put it this way. We have a certain rival. And we would like to make a move against them. And we'd like you to do it.
What kind
if you
of
agree
move are
to
you
do
thinking?
this for us, then we're not going to say anything about who is responsible for this massive destruction to Seattle. And we're not going to exact any retribution for the destruction of personnel.
That sounds like a great idea. That sounds perfect. Can I have some pants?
Oh, yes, we can supply you with some pants.
Thank
but
you.
Let's talk about the job first.
I don't care what it is. Let's do it.
I'm thinking, and they haven't said anything about the funds. So I wonder if they know about that yet.
Hey, I'm work under the assumption that no.
Yes, yeah.
Well, this is a multinational corporation, and you probably stole like a couple million in funds from them. To them, that's like an accounting error.
Yeah, that's honestly, that's probably the way Mongoose made it look.
Yes.
Yeah, didn't we? I agree. I thought we agreed that we made it look like a charitable donation from the.
That's correct.
No, that's right.
I can still write it off.
Yes. Yeah.
Love it.
Okay, so yeah, he didn't say anything about that. He says, very well. He hands you the folder that he's got. He says, "This has all the information on the job."
May we see it before we agree?
Oh, feel free.
Do I get pants regardless, or only if we accept the job?
I don't see the point in putting you in pants if we're just going to be throwing you in the garbage.
Ouch.
Got a point.
I mean, I don't know what you two. I'll take the job regardless. I just want pants.
Mongoose opens the dossier.
All right. Yeah, they want you to do an espionage mission, actually, which is supposedly your specialty.
Right, but on who?
Cider Krupp Industries. Another
Are they friends of
big
ours?
corporation.
Are they one that?
No, you don't have any relationship to them at all.
We're about to have a bad one.
Fuck corporations. Down with capitalism.
Sure. This seems like a pants-worthy job.
Yeah, there's a little chip in there, and the goal of the job is to take this chip into their facility to a particular executive's computer and make sure that what is on the chip gets run on his computer.
Okay.
That doesn't seem so hard. Mongoose, you can do that.
What is the catch?
No catch. We just want this done.
What does the program do?
That's not really your business, is it?
Well, considering we are going to risk life and limb to do this, I think it is very much our business.
You're risking life and limb to say no.
So essentially, what you're saying is I'm risking life and limb either way, so the more informed I am, the better I will be able to do my job.
I think you can do your job just fine without knowing what's on this chip.
I'm going to throw this out there. I hear what both of you are saying. Now, we are going to do this job for you because, frankly, we don't want to be garbaged, right? That's not our goal here. The question is, what quality of work will you get out of your new employees? So if you are going to, like, let's incentivize this. I mean, because once we leave this room, we're not dead anymore, right? Once we start the job. So we will do the job, but how good a job are we going to do? And I think giving us some more information and maybe a little bit of a monetary incentive to get this job done and done well, maybe give us promise of future work if this goes well, that's the kind of thing that gets you good, hardworking employees who want to come back to continue with repeat business, right? So,
oh, I'm sure that we could find more work for you to do.
Great. What's on the chip so that we have an idea of what we're getting involved in, and then therefore an idea of like what type of repeat work we might be doing?
The chip only contains information.
So a virus.
Speaking of information, I feel very cut off in this room, and your voices are like an incessant whispering madness, and I need to leave. So yes, I want to do this job. I will do this job right now. I will do the job, even if he doesn't get pants or they don't get pants.
I'd prefer pants.
They prefer pants, but I need to go.
All of these things can be arranged. So we have an agreement?
Yes. Agreed. Yes. 100%.
Sure. As I said, how about, is there any sort of, because, you know, when we leave this job, we have to still like live, right? We have to buy groceries and so on. Is there a monetary incentive that goes along with this? Just because this is going to take time. Like this is not I'm sure this is not going to be an in and out thing.
I'm sure you can find something within the systems of Cider Group Industries that you will be able to use to compensate yourselves. You seem like enterprising people.
Mm-hmm.
I like the way you think. I think that that's something we can do. We can come up with something from there. Pants, please.
He nods. The door opens. Someone brings in some clothes for you.
Oh, finally. And Jackie gets up. Assuming Jackie's handcuffed.
Yeah, you all were. They will unhandcuff you.
Perfect.
Oh.
Jackie gets dressed in whatever outfit was given to me.
Okay. Yes, it is a bland corporate outfit.
Perfect.
So the same thing that Mongoose is wearing.
Pretty much, except less blood and dust covered.
Less, but not
Less blood and
Yeah.
dust covered. That's right.
Polly's just, as soon as they're allowed to leave out the door, pacing, breathing. As soon as they get into that non like blab air where it could actually. Oh, that was horrible. That was the worst experience of my life. I don't want to be back.
You were shot earlier. That was the worst experience of your life?
Yeah, well, people bleed out all the time. Corpses rot. Who cares? I was completely cut off from everything I've ever known. I started thinking my own thoughts. Not cool.
And this is a bad thing?
Not cool.
I don't
Anyways, who did we have to murder? I agreed to murder somebody, something? What was it?
No, we're not murdering anybody,
No.
actually.
Putting virus in someone?
Mm-hmm.
No.
You're getting closer.
A virus in the computer. Not in
And
the
technically, we don't even know it's a virus for sure. We just know it's data.
No. Well,
we could be planting evidence.
If somebody wants to put data in a competitor, it is most likely a virus of some sort.
Oh, I mean, I can think of you could. Why not just stick a whole bunch of incriminating evidence on someone's hard drive? That's doable, and that's not a virus, right? We could just be easily putting up a whole bunch of stuff that the government wouldn't like on this guy's laptop.
Mm-hmm.
Could
be an Evite.
It's a possibility, but I think it is less likely.
Evites are terrible. No one likes those. It could be an Evite.
A chain email.
Oh.
If you don't send it to at least 5 other people, you won't have good luck.
All right, let's get into Tom Hanks and
go home.
Go home and plan this.
I forgot.
Did you forget our car's name?
Every time I forget it.
Woo. And this is why you got to listen to every episode, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Get into Tom Hanks.
Our license plate says Wilson.
It's a series of unfolding references to Tom
Hanks films.
All right, let's plan this
floor
thing
of the floor of the van has a giant piano key thing for us to step on.
That's how you step out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so all of you have some stress and stuff, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So you may want to do some downtime activities, and also have some XP.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, you have to walk me through how we do this again. I'll wait. How about I go last? I'll let you guys walk through it, and I'll try and remember how to do this as we go through.
All right. So one of the things that you can do on downtime, and right now you're only gonna be able to do one thing each for downtime.
Yep.
Is get rid of your well, first we get the payoff. You did manage to do what you were trying to do.
That's good.
Yeah, despite getting caught, we succeeded.
Yeah, but it was a little loud.
Yeah. Yeah.
That happens sometimes.
Okay, so your rep is going to go up.
Woo.
But your heat is also going to go up.
Fair.
Fair enough.
So we'll go ahead and give you 4 new yen.
Woo!
And this was a 6 heat job. Wild, devastating exposure, I think, is could be characterized based on the giant monster attack.
Yep.
Okay. So your heat, I believe, is currently at 1 because you had reduced it last time. So this was a 6 heat job. You went against somebody that hates you, so that added to your heat. You also killed someone, which added to your heat.
What? Who did that?
And they are a high profile or well-connected target, which adds to your heat as well.
We are just on fire.
Yep.
So you're going to get a total of 10 heat for this, which raises your wanted level to 1.
That's
Okay.
bad.
That's great. To 1. We had a giant mushroom monster.
If that's all, like, I'm thinking this in terms of like playing old school Grand Theft Auto, right? Like, if we're at 1 star after releasing a kaiju, that's not that bad.
Yeah. Room to grow.
Yeah. The nice thing too is by the morning Jackie won't look like the wanted poster anyway.
And your rep is going up by 2, which actually is going to bring you up a tier.
Nice.
Oh, actually, it won't because you don't have enough fixtures. Sorry, it will not.
How do we get more fixtures?
You need more fixtures. You need to buy territory.
All right. Well, there's a lot of territory opening up in the swath of the giant kaiju. Maybe we could get it cheap at some future thing.
I'm gonna turn this game into a HGTV fixer upper show.
Yep.
Yeah, 3 more rep will get you up a tier, so you'll become
I was
a
thinking
tier 1.
more like Animal Crossing, city beautification kind of thing.
All right, so did you engage in a successful espionage mission? I mean, more or less.
We did the job, right?
Yeah.
We accomplished our goal.
And your reputation is ambitious. So, did you bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one?
I would say yes.
I would say yes.
I would say this
if you
was
go-
a pretty ambitious job.
I would say that if we didn't have a rep before, we do now. After
Yeah.
destroying half the city with a mushroom monster. and donating millions to charity at the same time, right? Like there's
What a flex.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny how we did the donations to charity before we wrecked everything?
Yep.
Did you contend with challenges above your current station? Yes.
Yeah.
And do you express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew?
What would we say was our goal and drive? Do we have that established before?
I don't. I think that's really up to you guys what that is.
Yeah.
What is essentially the goal or drive of your crew?
I mean, I know my personal goal, but
yeah, I was answering that as a personal goal.
This is the crew.
I don't know if we have. I don't know if we've come together enough as a crew to have a group goal yet. I'm pretty sure we're just 3 people who got slung together, who worked together in order to get by. Right up until this point.
So, I think that is kind of how you guys have been operating. So
yeah, but I feel like we're getting.
I think we're working towards something. I think that if we do a couple more pieces of charity work at the expense of corporations, we'll definitely have defined what our team goals and stuff are. As of right now, I think that was just a happy side effect of what we've set out to do, right?
In a weird way, and I'm not sure about Mongoose, but for Jackie and Polly, it almost feels like we're doing bad things to do good.
Yeah, 100%.
Right? Like
doing all my stuff is going to help my family and the orphanage that read me. That's why I do the work.
It feels a little bit like indulging in your vice, because that's kind of what, like, mine is about furthering the mushroom god, and yours is about the orphanage. Yep. So I don't know if those are it's just too close to each other to be doing the same, to be considered are we a group of people that are willing to do bad things to get our individual good things out there, even if our individual good things are in conflict with each other?
Here's the thing. I think Mongoose also considers what she wants to do for the greater good, which is to like make corporations better by sabotaging them and taking out really bad ones and stuff. So I think we're all kind of aligned in the end goal, if not the methods.
Yeah, right? And it's weird. It's because our methods are almost like, it definitely could be pointed against each other. I could see that happening.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
And
but you are definitely anti-corporate.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, yeah, especially in that
corporate is evil. I mean,
I personally, I don't know, and I don't want to speak for you, Polly. I feel like our goals are corporate doesn't even factor into my character at all. Okay. Just because my character, it's just getting the job and getting money. That's if that makes sense. Like the corporate stuff is cool. It's great. And I agree with it. But I don't think if tomorrow everyone was like, you know what, we're all going to work for corporations in order to make money. Like we just did. Jackie was just very much ready to take the next contract, even though it was with the person we just said was our enemy.
If a corporation came along and said, we want to make sure that everyone is the follower of the mushroom or knows about the message of the mushroom because he's not aggressively about converting people, then yeah, sure, corporate's fine. I think we're all rugged individuals who are convinced that our methodology is the best methodology. Yep. And so far we've only just been working together because it works. And we've yet to be like, oh, wait, we can't all be libertarians and have this thing fly.
Yeah. Well, I think what's going to have to happen, and this is just food for Brennan to play with, of course, is have one of our missions benefit 2 of us, but not the third, and see how that plays out in terms of group dynamic, right? Like if a devil's bargain or whatever his dragon's deal is offered to Frank, and it's that, this company we will lose everything here, but they will start a TV channel just for Frank to spread the word of the mushroom, right? Like then we get to play in that space.
Yeah.
You know,
So I think right now, as a team, we are
vice
get out of
indulgence.
each other's hair and allow each other to do the good that we think we're doing for the world. Are we able to do that? And that's what I think of as this team. Neither of you are rejecting me based on my faith, so
Yep.
you help me do that thing. We're not
So
even investigating what Jackie's doing with their money. So yes, we're helping Jackie do that thing. So I don't know if that is enough, but it
I
feels
don't
like that's
think
what
that
it is.
sounds like a goal, right?
No.
If we're talking about goals,
fine.
I think the crew goal would probably be
New Yen.
to do good. Right? Because that's our main
Sure,
goal, right?
it's our own definition of what good is, and
Right.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
That's interesting. So this might be successful. We might be able to get group goal up until that moment where we can get group goal because we are. It's a situation where we're opposed to each other.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
Right.
correct. What I know what your vice is, Polly. Mongoose, what are your vices that you play with?
Luxury. Fancy
Okay.
wine, expensive
Okay.
hotels.
So we wouldn't. So I was going to argue that our team goal has just been vice. Vice is, but that's not true for you.
Yeah.
You haven't really indulged that vice yet, though. Polly and I have been.
I mean, I have indulged it on a personal level, but I haven't indulged it when going for jobs.
Mhm.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think the closest we get to a goal as a group is do good, and it's
Right.
very nebulous because
Right.
that might bite us in the butt.
Each of you just finds that in a different way.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so
Right.
far it's worked out
Mhm.
more or less, but we'll see.
Okay.
So that was a yes on a lot of them, but I don't know about the last one.
I don't think on the last one.
Yeah.
I
But
think
on the last
Mhm.
one, this mission was all about spending the corporate's money to give to charities, and that's doing good. Right? We're giving to charities. That's like
Sure.
the definition of doing good.
Actually, I'm pretty sure that when we discussed this, when we did the plan too, we each picked specific charities. So it wasn't just like willy-nilly, it was targeted.
Right.
Because I do remember saying that Jackie wanted ones that were specifically going to directly benefit the orphanage in some way, shape, or form. So I think you could that would be our team goal then, I guess, that we worked on that mission was doing good specifically through this act of money transfer.
I can see that argument. I think my doing good is that everyone got to see the giant mushroom on TV.
Yep. You absolutely.
My doing
A god
good
walked
is
among them.
we disenfranchised a corporation, so
Yeah. So this isn't going to clear your wanted level.
Mhm.
It will avoid you from being detained by the police, essentially. Doing this job, if that's clear.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. We've got a target on us, but we're going to get away with it this time.
Yeah.
it's being hand waved because we're doing something for this powerful corporation.
So here's a question that I don't know if any of our characters would know, and Brennan, you can answer it if you want to or not. Can someone as large as Ares Macrotech, a company that big, with the connections they have, get rid of our wanted level by doing work for them? And they just bribe the right
but it would be a
people
more
to go away?
permanent situation for you. You would be detained by them for a certain period of time.
Okay.
And they would let you out to do work.
Yeah.
I see.
Indentured servitude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Paying off. Fine. All right. We didn't go through our
Mongoose
downtime
says,
actions. Oh, sorry.
Fuck that.
Yeah. No, totally fair.
Yeah.
All right. So the other things you can do are you can recover to try to get rid of harm that you have.
Which I believe Frank and I each have one, right? Based on what happened.
We should all have at least one because of the flesh mold that Frank released.
I believe I have 2. I don't know why, but there's 2 on my sheet. All right.
You got You got
You got
shot.
shot also.
And then
I'm
you release
sure
the
I earned it.
flesh mold.
Oh no, yeah, no, we both got. So yeah, you got shot and I got shot, but we both we used the flashback feature to reduce it by 1 by giving me body armor and you a billion t-shirts.
Do we just remove 1 for action because we have a limited amount of time to do something? How does that work, Brennan?
So if you're trying to recover from an injury, you're going to be basically rolling against your healing clock.
Oh,
which is a 4-track clock, which I can actually put in I can put a clock in our Roll for Your Party room.
Okay.
If I want to. If one of you wants to do that. You can also do stuff to reduce your edge. You can indulge your vice to try to get your edge down.
You know what? I'll share the screen again if we need to, but I will do the. I'm going to indulge my edge because my vice to reduce edge because my vice is doing mushrooms, unsurprisingly, and I feel disconnected. So I think as soon as I get out into the parking lot, I'm taking mushrooms and sitting in the back of the van. Hey kids, don't watch Dungeon Not Included. Adults only.
The DARE program rolls up. Scruff McGruff is so mad at us right now.
Both your intuition and your body track have 1 pip in the first column. So that means you're going to be rolling 1 die for this.
All right. Do. Anything I can do to up that?
Nope.
All right.
2. So you're going to reduce your edge by 2.
Okay. Nice. Anybody else want to do anything while we got the thing up?
So here's my question, because I'm having a little hard time reading the sheet here. So it says harm here, right? And I theoretically have 2. Does that mean you only get 3 harm total for the game?
If you take 4 harm, you are dead or taken out. Yeah.
Ooh, so we all have 2?
Well, some of you have 2.
We're more than half our. As much as I want to reduce my edge because that's like my whole character's thing, I think I have to reduce harm. I can't go into this next mission and take 1 shot and die, or 2 shots and die.
Coward, do it. I'm gonna.
Yeah, I see that. I have 6 edge though already, so that's my dilemma here. I guess it's gonna.
Frank had 9, so you know.
I also feel like you just indulged your edge last time, indulged your vice last time, and this whole mission was about getting resources for your vice. So I think it makes sense for you to focus on healing.
All right, I'll heal. So how does this work?
Okay, so to recover, you're going to need a healer. So a street doc or somebody can do work on you.
Okay. Do we have does the Halloween boys, whatever their name is, have some sort of like plague doctor?
Dr. Frankenstein?
He's not very good. He's not very good, but they do have a guy.
I mean, do we have any other options?
Not particularly.
Then if he's then he's both the best and he's Schrodinger's doctor. He's the best and worst doctor I'm gonna have. Let's do him. Let's go to him.
Okay. So recovery reduces all instances of level 1 harm to 0 and removes them.
Okay, I have all instances of level 1 harm. Does that mean you can have more than 1 instance of level 1 harm?
Yes.
I believe you do. See,
so I have 2. You guys have a level 1 and a level 2 harm.
What was the level 2 harm from? Was that from the mold or from them getting shot?
That was from the mold.
The mold gave me a level 2, and the level 1 was me getting shot.
Or did you have 2 level 1 harms? I don't remember.
I have it listed as 2 level 1 harms.
Okay.
Yeah. So then I assume I have the same thing as Frank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to reduce my level 1 harms to 0.
Yes, you can. You don't actually have to make a roll for that, but you are going to have to pay this guy at least 1 cred, 1 new.
Yeah, I'll give him a new yen.
Yeah.
To go
I
back
think
to
you.
Yeah.
I mean, they're friends of yours, but they still want money.
All right, yeah. So I'll give you new yen from my 4 that I have saved up here. I'm at 3 new yen, and my health is back to normal.
Good.
Yes.
Perfect.
But your edge is not. So
no, my edge is still at 6.
Yeah.
All that makes even more sense. Like you couldn't, like you went through this whole mission to basically because of your vice to indulge your vice, and then you still couldn't. So like you're right on edge. I like that.
Yeah.
What about Mongoose?
Yeah. What are you gonna
do? I am going to indulge my vice because I only took 1 harm, so I will just eat it for now.
Okay. And what's your edge at?
6.
Okay. That means you can't overindulge, which is nice.
Exactly.
So look at your stats tracks, and there's one column that's got double lines around it.
The first column, right? And it's the whichever one I have only the least in, right?
That's correct.
So I have an intuition and a body both at 1, so I just roll.
So you're going to be rolling 1 die.
Yeah.
And hoping for a 6.
You
got a 5.
5.
Nice.
So you reduce your edge by 5.
So Mongoose, you don't see Mongoose for like an entire day because she's taking a fucking spa day. Bye.
Yeah.
Nice.
It does cost a whole new yen though because that's expensive.
That must be a great spa.
Job?
We did. I think we each got 1. There was a 4 total. Was it 4 total? Not 4 each, right?
It was 4 total. Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody got 1 and we have a half.
And then 1 to the party.
I misunderstood. Right? I put 4 new yen in my pocket.
No.
I have 0 new yen now. All right.
I think you gave all of it to the orphanage last time.
I did. No. Well, I've only ever gotten 1 new yen per mission because we've always gotten like 4 and then put 1 in the pot and 1 for each of us. And I give my 1 new yen to the orphanage every time. So yeah.
All right.
I have no.
But this time you had to pay off a street dock instead.
Yep. It is what it is.
I like to imagine he was Dr. Frankenstein, but he looked like Frankenstein's monster, but dressed up as a doctor.
He's like, no. Frankenstein's monster is my dad's name.
All right. So you are ready to head out on your next mission.
All right. Cool. I'm okay with ending a little early rather than start up the next mission with 10 minutes left. Are we okay with that? And
do we want to do? Isn't there some role we have to do at the beginning of the mission to set everything up, or do you want to do as the first thing next?
I prefer to do that at the beginning of the session because otherwise we forget what we rolled.
Yeah, no, fair.
The other thing is we do need to go over your XP for yourself.
Cool.
Oh, really? Yeah. Really quick too. Has it been a day? How long has it been?
Oh yeah.
I would save it for next time because
I'll think of something
definitely going to forget again.
Yeah, I'll think of something funny.
Yeah.
Okay. So for Polly, you addressed a tough challenge with knowledge or arcane power. You did that more than once, so that's 2 XP that you get.
Nice.
You expressed your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. I think that absolutely happened.
Mm-hmm.
You get 1 for that.
I honestly can't see where we mark XP. Where am I going?
So these sort of tan blocks. Under intuition, body, and willpower, and then there's another one that says playbook karma.
Okay, cool. So that was a total of how much?
Full. Did you actually take a advance from that?
I have not yet.
Okay, we should do that.
Yeah.
You get to add 1 pip in your willpower area.
Yeah. So I'm going to add it to influence. Actually, do we have any influence people here? Heavy
I am
influencers?
not influence. I have one in influence. That's it.
I have 2 in influence.
All right. I don't want to kind of do too much. And how does it work? 1 pip anywhere in there?
Yeah, in any one of those skills.
Okay. I want to do 3 in a sense. Why not?
Sense is not a willpower skill.
Oh, it isn't. It's just sort of there. Okay.
Yeah. You have to
let's
raise a sense in a different way.
All right. Let's try to boost up consort. Might be fun.
Do it.
Okay. And then I'll clear out that track. I'm sorry, I lost track of my XP while looking for this.
So you're going to have, and then you struggled with issues from your vice, I think. Or did you?
No, not really. I
Okay.
didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, and your harm didn't really make you struggle this time.
Yeah.
Maybe next time. So you're going to have 3 XP to distribute anywhere you want.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Jackie,
Yep.
you addressed a tough challenge with inner perfection or mystical power.
I use mystical power to. I assume that we're counting my transmorphic as my mystical power.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right. So I use that a lot. I did that, made a weapon and killed a man with it. I've changed my form multiple times.
Yeah, you impersonated a guard with it. So I
Yep.
think that's worth 2 karma.
Perfect.
You express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background.
But would we count that for me making sure that money went to my orphanage when we did the when we decided where we're going to send it?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then you struggled with issues from dystopia, your harm, vice, or trauma.
Other than I don't think we can double dip in my vice there for the last one, so I'm going to say no.
Okay, so you'll get 3 as well.
Perfect. I'm going to fill out my willpower track and spend that to do some. I keep thinking I'm going to influence people, and every time I think I'm like, I'm going to do this as influence, you guys are like, that's command. So I'm going to put it in command.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So.
And then lastly, our snake, Mangouste.
Right.
You addressed a tough challenge with calculation or deception.
Right.
Yeah, I think you did that more than once.
Is that, where am I putting these? Anywhere I want, or
Anywhere you want. So you get 2.
Ooh.
Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
I mean, taking money from corporations
Yeah.
is about my beliefs. So
Yeah, so then you get 1 for that.
Okay.
And you struggled with issues from dystopia, your harm, vice, or trauma.
What's a harm?
Harm is like damage to yourself,
Oh.
like your flesh mold.
I
don't think you struggled with that, really.
I struggled with that, no. So, no.
Okay, so 3 for you as well.
I got to remember to consort more before we go into missions. Actually get some info beforehand and see if I can, leverage whatever connections I have. And actually, I think next mission is going to be the first time we have a chance to struggle with harm, because I'm going in this injured, and yeah, we could potentially deal with that. That's cool.
Right, and you actually have a strong potential to gain trauma this time too, because your edge is really high.
Yeah, things are falling apart for Polly, everyone's favorite.
Fan favorite, Polly.
Yeah. If I say so myself. But very cool. Very interesting. And we wrapped it all up in time. We're professionals at this.
Absolutely.
All right. Anything? Do we know if we're on for next week? I think we are, right?
So, theoretically, yes, and theoretically, I'll be. Go for it.
Not because of Alex, but because of me, because I have finals next week.
Perfect. That works.
I can't do Monday.
All right,
So
so we
good.
are not on for next Monday. We may have a special release date, or we may just push for the following Monday. But that's a great opportunity to get caught up and figure out who the hell is Tom Hanks and why were we inside them.
Yep.
Oh God! Why would you phrase it like that?
Phrasing. Yep, we're still